Hey guys, welcome to an all-new review right here on youtube.com/ToyWorldOrder and on ToyWorldOrder.com. I'm Devall. With me as always is Dave Draper, although not always because it's usually Puppet Devall. But Dave Draper's here!
Yay.
Yay! Which means we're looking at serious toys, people.
Yeah.
We are serious toy journalists, yes.
Means we're looking at toys where the fans would be angry if it was reviewed by a puppet.
He's got a point.
Kinda, a little bit.
He's got a point. The puppet is angrily upstairs, very sad.
Yeah, puppet's on a tantrum. He's crying his little blue eyes out.
But we were taking a look at the second of the G.I. Joe 50th San Diego Comic-Con 2015 exclusives.
The ToysRUs.com exclusive.
Yes, Kami, yes. And this, of course, is none other than the Desert Duel set. And, of course, just like the previous one we looked at, it does look like a ammo box.
Yeah, it does look like an ammo box. There are bullet holes.
Bullet holes in it.
In the slipcover.
Yep. So you can see.
And once again, I've opened it up backwards.
Bullet holes!
I have skills. You can see the really cool mural.
Yep. Which, of course, from the last set,
forms one little story.
Yes, it does. It forms one gigantic mural there. Ooh.
If you look at it hard enough, you realize there's supposed to be a little gap.
Yeah, there's supposed to be a little gap. But, beautiful mural for both these boxes. Of course, the only way to get this mural was to buy both the Comic-Con exclusive sets.
Yep.
And yes. Beautiful, beautiful artwork on beautiful mural. And of course, we talked about the last review that they at JoeCon this year. They auctioned off the original print for that, and it went for lots of money.
Yes.
Like almost $4,000 money.
Really?
So yeah, it was pretty insane. But of course, the back of the box shows everything that's included in the box. And like we talked about the last time, the inner packaging for the last review we talked about, Hasbro ToyShop.com exclusive. They put nothing in the box and everything around.
Yeah, there are no inserts. Everything was banging around. I didn't show it in that review, but there were some parts on the Chimera that had a little bit of that stressed, worn plastic look to it, like it had been banged around. Yeah.
Toys R Us, on the other hand, values its customers.
Has inserts that keep everything in their place.
Now, the only other problem that we didn't discuss is that all the Toys R Us ones, you were one of the lucky ones that managed to receive your product
in a nice box.
In a nice box, because Toys R Us apparently didn't include any packing material in the other boxes they shipped them in.
Really? Because mine had packing material.
Some of them didn't. Some of them were just rattling around in there, and some of them, the boxes were just, I don't know what the mailman, the mailman do, but they just crushed everything. So, I don't know if some guys that run the mail routes are getting, are toy guys and are jealous, and they're like, I know what that box is. Bleh.
Yeah, that was surprising to me, because mine came in, usually I have issues, and mine came in really nice shape.
Yes, we have talked about those issues before on David Devall's Toys and Collectibles many times. But beautiful box, and of course included in this box are none other than an amazing remolded
update of the All Striker, known as the Faux Striker.
The Faux Striker.
There's a reason for that, but I don't remember what it is. Faux is an acronym.
And then we get the
Basilisk, the Cobra Basilisk,
which is a remodded snowcat that is that is no longer made for snow, because it now has I believe.
Don't embarrass me. It's the exact same toy, but they use it in the desert.
Oh, I didn't think the snowcat had wheels. I thought it had treads.
It has treads in the back.
Oh.
Nope, it always had wheels in the front and then treads in the back.
I still managed to embarrass you
a little bit. And then the treads don't actually turn, just like the Hiss tanks. They've got little extra wheels in the back. It actually rolls pretty well.
Yeah.
It's got the famous
windshield wiper.
Which drives vintage collectors crazy. It's got the missile rack. It's a more modern, updated missile rack, and the way you do it is there's a little lever. You slide it. The missiles come launching out. And then when you get to the end, you can actually just slide it. You put the missiles back in, and you slide it the other way, and it fires.
Oh, look at that! Fancy schmancy.
Yeah.
Did the reissue of the Snowcat have that?
I never got the actual reissue of the Snowcat. I know that the Collector Club Havoc has that. So I'm assuming that's. Right. I don't think they would make a new piece like that.
Right.
So I'm pretty sure that the reissue Snowcat had it. And of course the famous ski missiles.
Ski missiles are cool.
Yeah.
Now the Faux Striker here is kind of cool, because it's got a bunch, and I'm gonna let Dave demonstrate this to you while we go before we take a look at the figures. Because the Faux Striker is very cool. Of course, it's got rolling wheels, it's got shocks in the front.
Yeah, that's all kind of standard with the All Striker. There's a piece that clips onto the front here, which is new, which has this armor piece. It's new as far as I know. Has this armor piece and these canisters, which clip in apparently really well. The gas cans.
They do come off, people.
They do come off.
There we go.
They're really cool.
Little gas tanks, which kind of adds a lot because I think even the vintage All Striker and the reissue they did was kind of plain looking.
It was okay.
Yeah.
I mean, for what it was. But this little Gatling cannon on the top is new, and then the really kind of slick thing about the Faux Striker is you take these little pieces off here,
slide them out.
You get to take those off, and then they all clip in. And sometimes you pop that off, and then there's a piece on the back that pops off, and then there's this little roll. You kind of have to take it off to do this, and it's held together with a little elastic band.
Pops off there.
You unroll it, and then there's a little tiny hole for the antenna. That's why you have to pop it off.
Aha. Those clip back in.
Clip back on. And take these guys, and you plug them in. And then they are actually little devils that Hasbro made it so that they are size coded.
So you can only snap them in.
You can only snap them in the right spot, or the one goes in one spot, one goes in the other spot. You plug the gun into that, and then
Put your hands there you go.
yeah,
They've had a little bug crawling in.
well,
A little bug from outside.
yeah, from outside,
Trying to see him a dirt ball?
a little bit.
Oh.
No, you're just trying to create a realistic, gritty environment for Joden. And you have like a little shelter.
Yeah, little desert encampment kind of thing with the Gatling gun there, and I love this. This was something they did. When they showed this up at JoeCon, I remember the room was really excited about this because the first time they've really kind of done something like this.
As far as I can think of, yeah.
And it's done really well. I mean, the version they showed at JoeCon wasn't this finalized.
It didn't have the camel pattern.
Right, and it was Daryl DePriest actually had said that it was basically he had hand cut it out for the prototype to show off. But it's just a really cool idea, and it adds that extra little bit of playability to this exclusive. Since this one is going to be available at Toys R Us.
It will be available at Toys R Us, but the deal is that the Comic-Con set came with one extra figure for each team.
Right. So the regular box set will only have 2 figures, whereas the Comic-Con one had 4 figures.
Yes.
So, but you'll be able to get this set here soon. So you won't have to hunt for it. You just won't get that extra figure. But a very cool little idea.
One little extra thing I want to talk about.
Oh yeah.
Let me get this. That's the one thing I worry about is clipping and unclipping this, tearing that little hole for the antenna. It's cool that they included it.
Yeah.
But that's going to be an issue. But one thing that I think is cool is each of the figures, they come with these machine guns, which are pretty standard machine guns. Roadblocks, kind of traditional heavy machine gun.
Right, with the backpack and everything.
Another heavy machine gun. They come with the little tripods.
Right.
You pull off the tripods, and have these little swivel kind of cup holder things. Maybe backpack. And what you do is you plug the guns into the little swivel holders, like that. And so you have like extra guns on your vehicle.
And that's the first time the Joe brand has done this.
They've done something like this before, but that was like they had those big, horrible, ugly clip things you actually shoved into the vehicle.
Yep.
This one's much more elegant.
This
cool.
is what I meant by the first time. The first time they've done like this.
Like this, where it looks like an actual part of an actual vehicle.
Right.
And I think that's really cool.
Yeah, that's
like I was trying to figure out what the deal was with these little things on the hinges, and I finally just tried to put the gun in there, and then I looked at the box, and of course they're on the box.
They're on the box, yeah. But yeah, just a kind of neat little thing so they can swivel in and out, and the Joe can hold on to them, and it can fire out the seats and stuff as they're driving. It really is a very cool idea. It's very well done. So, but of course, with our vehicles, you have to have drivers for it, right?
Yeah, you gotta have the guys.
So with
can't have the vehicles without the guys.
Exactly. So with the Joes, we get
Night Fox and we get Chuckles. Our third Chuckles.
Our third Chuckles.
The
third
first
Chuckles
one
ever,
was
right?
in no, not ever. Well, I mean there was Vintage Chuckles, and then there was Assault on Cobra Island, which was that box set that had all the figures that they were going to release but didn't.
Yeah.
And then he was a Night Force figure from a JoeCon set. So this is our third one, and you probably can't. Well, when we do the close-up, you'll see, but he's still got his tacky, horrible floral print shirts.
Floral print shirt, yeah.
Both of these guys have removable bandanas, which cover their mouths.
Because they're in the desert, people.
Because they're in the desert. As I said in the review, the last review, Night Fox has kind of Grunt's helmet with a little night scope. As you can see, he's basically just a Firefly repaint. And he comes with just sort of a standard assault shotgun that they don't even bother to paint. But I mean, you know, he's actually, I think of the two additional figures, he is the additional figure for the Comic-Con set. Chuckles will come with the Toys R Us regular release. I think of the two additional figures, he's the better one. You know, I mean, he's pretty well done.
Yeah.
And, you know, you put the things on him and he looks pretty unique.
Right.
Chuckles is pretty cool. I kind of made fun of the fact that Chuckles, who is the undercover operative, is in this desert battle set.
Right.
The knife is removable. The pistol is removable, and it's got a silencer that clips into the holster, which plugs into the front of the gun. His gun is much nicer. It's painted. I believe that came with Lady J, but I could be wrong. Again, you can take the bandana off. You gotta pop the head off to do it, but there's Chuckles. And one little detail is Chuckles has to be the guy that drives, because if you notice, and again, maybe we'll do a close-up, his legs are much shorter than Night Fox's, and he fits in the Foe Striker, and Night Fox does not.
That's kind of funny.
And yeah, it's hilarious.
Yes. But then we also, with our Joes, we also have our Cobras.
Gotta have the Cobras.
Yep. Which I believe.
You did not give to me.
Nope, I have them down here. So we have our Cobra Air Trooper.
Yeah,
Oops,
he's the extra figure.
And then we have the Elite Horseman.
Yes.
Who's pretty darn neat.
Well, again, the extra figure, not as painted as nice. He comes with a pistol, which he keeps dropping. He comes with a rifle. The head, I don't know if anyone had this head before. It looks a little like Wild Weasel's head, but I'm not 100% sure. My issue with this guy is his legs. I don't think these knee pads were designed for these legs. These triple, you know, the way they do the triple articulated knee is they have a knee pad.
Right.
And you cannot get the legs to straighten out because of the way these knee pads are designed. And if you look at them up close, you can just tell that they're not. There's like a notch in the top of the thigh, or the bottom of the thigh.
They're not quite built for those figures.
Which clearly is designed for a different pad, and unfortunately this leads to him kind of having this weird, sort of hunched, kind of squatty thing.
Because you literally cannot straighten his legs out.
And this parachute piece in the middle, that's molded into his stomach. Not molded, but it's into his stomach. So the vest can either be over it or under it, but it's not removable. Yeah, it's just, again, he feels cobbled together, which I guess he kind of was, to be something to add a little extra value to the Comic-Con set.
Right.
You want to talk about the Horseman?
Yeah, the Elite Horseman's pretty cool. We were talking about this off camera, and the fact that he is a figure they've done before. The parts have been done before.
I'm pretty sure all the figures have had parts.
Yeah, but this is a great kind of cobbled together figure for that, and it looks amazing. I mean, the helmet with this vest and the back collar piece covering the back of his head, it just looks really really ominous and really cool with the blue and the silver, and then the black helmet, and then he's got his.
That's Firefly's backpack with the removable mines.
Yeah, with the little mines that can.
That plug into them. Yeah.
Just plug in there. They plug in each other, which plug into the backpack. But you've got these little removable mines. Which
and the backpack does open up and it's hollow, so you can put the extra mines in there.
Yeah, you can put the extra mines in there. So it's pretty cool, and he really is a nice looking figure. And like Dave said, probably the better of the.
Well, I noticed in this set the two figures that are designed for the retail release are superior to the other two.
To the other two, right? So a great figure, but let's take a little bit more closer look at the detail.
Close-ups on these guys.
All right, Philip Chuckles Provost and Night Fox. Like Dave was saying, though, as you can see, the Night Fox figure here is just like Dave was saying, the cobbled together, the figures that were exclusive to this set. You can kind of tell the actual release ones, like Chuckles here, is much superior to Night Fox, which Dave said is basically a Firefly reissue.
Yeah, it looks
here.
like it's just a Firefly repaint.
Yeah, so, but I mean, he's got all the parts, that we're used to with Joe's. They've all got the, well, this one does not have double jointed knees. He just has single jointed knees there. and no ankle articulation, which is the one in the last review Dave was talking about, that one of the figures did not have ankle articulation.
Yes, I believe that was him.
No ankle articulation, but really no. His waist just moves left and right. He doesn't have really a pivot on his waist. The shoulders are normal. He's got the normal the Hasbro elbow joint there, and his hands are cut so they can swivel. But Dave said you gotta take his little scarf off. You gotta take his head off. But the scarves are removable, which is nice on these figures. Which is cool. Let me get him plugged back in here. And of course his helmet. You said it was a Grunt helmet, right?
It's the same helmet that they use with Grunt.
Okay.
That might be a new piece.
With
I'm not familiar with it, with the night scope.
Yeah, the little night scope on it, which can go up and down there, which is pretty cool. Night Fox is like, can you limbo? I can limbo. Limbo. But again, his gun there, he comes with that little white gun there that they just decided not to paint any details on, which was kind of funky, I guess.
Well, again, he's the guy he's like the bonus guy for the set.
And then the box actually shows Night Fox here with the big machine gun that he's supposed to hold, because it's got a clip there that
the 50 cal, yeah.
Yeah, that's supposed to clip into the back of the figure. Unfortunately, Night Fox's hole is obscured by the and it's not even
webbing, yeah.
And the webbing there, while it is a separate piece, it doesn't really matter, because the hole the hole for him on there not cut all the way.
Again, I really think that they intended you to plug him into the car.
Yeah.
More so.
Yeah. So big old 50 caliber machine gun that came with a roadblock, right?
Yeah, it's Roadblock's traditional gun.
Yeah. So he plugs that in, so pretty cool. And then you got Chuckles here, who happens to be our buddy Wheeler's favorite character of all time.
Apparently.
But he's got his guns molded in. The knife here is a separate.
No, the gun's not molded in.
Oh, it's
the
not.
The gun,
is it just
as I said in the review.
Is it just in there really good? I'll let you.
Yeah, it's in there really good. Not only that, but it's also got this little scope which attaches to the side of the holster. Not scope, silencer, suppressor. So you get the little suppressed gun.
Oh.
And
I see.
It's really slick. There's a little space on the holster for the suppressor.
I gotcha. Which is kind of neat. Have they? Is it?
It must have been, because it's in this figure.
Right.
So I'm sure it was used before.
Which is kind of cool that they did that, because that's going to be a piece that's easily lost, I imagine.
I would imagine, yeah. It's a small piece.
But I'll take his scarf off there. I'm gonna leave his head off there for a second, so you can
Who knows?
you can kind of get a better look at his gaudy floral print shirt there that Chuckles has become known for.
Yeah, it's like when they made the character, they made him Sonny Crockett, but then they dressed him like Magnum P.I.
Yep, and then in the cartoon he was voiced as this really weird.
He was only in the movie, and it was weird.
Yeah, it was really weird, but
it was like he had mental issues.
Yeah. But Chuckles, of course, comes with a big gun, and he actually has Chuckles here. Actually, he has the double jointed knees, and he actually has ankle articulation there, so his ankles move, and he's got the upper waist movement and the articulation of the arms, and the Hasbro elbow there, and the hands and the head. So the ball jointed head. So nice little put together figure with Chuckles there.
Yeah, I like him. He's
one
cool.
One of the fan favorite characters that doesn't get enough love, I don't think. It's had some historic runs, especially in the more recent.
Yeah, he had an epic run in the IDW Cobra series.
Yeah, so very cool character. But let's talk about the Cobra figures here, Dave.
Okay, well, we've got we've got the Elite Horseman, and we've got the Cobra Air Trooper. I've already sort of expressed my feelings about the Air Trooper and the way the knees are such that they just do not straighten out properly. And I'm trying to get the right shot. If you can see, yeah, you can see where the sculpting on the thighs is such that they were supposed to go with a different knee pad. But he does have, he's got ankles. He's got the knees technically. The parachute piece is part of his stomach. Again, I'm just not really familiar with the helmet. I can't remember if it's a wild weasel or not. The vest is removable, and he's got a little sculpt under there. He comes with a rifle and a pistol, which he does not want to hold. Again, he's just a cobbled together guy that they threw in to give extra value to the Comic-Con set. I wouldn't mind it so much if his legs could straighten out. Otherwise, he's just kind of disappointing. I mean, one thing is that Cobra never really had like a standard Air Viper. They always had like elite guys. They had the Night.
Right.
Yeah, they never really had just a normal pilot guy. They either had individual characters or. So it was a neat idea for a character. It did not come together very well.
It was not a well thought out figure for this time around.
They messed up something on the legs. And you've already kind of talked at length about the Elite Horseman. He's got the new kind of tactical vest with the little loops and stuff, and the weird little collar and the helmet. And you know, I mean, he's a new character.
And he does look. I mean, like I said, he does look really cool. I mean,
yeah. Again, the guys designed for retail, I think, come off better than the.
Yeah, our two main characters here for the retail release. They just look really nice together. But a great overall, a great. I got his backpack to clip in.
Yay.
He doesn't hold his weapon very well, but a great kind of set for San Diego Comic-Con here with some great extra figures and some not so great extra figures.
Yeah, I mean a couple. Again, you can kind of see the leg difference there. His legs are shorter. His legs are longer. He does not fit in the faux striker.
Right.
The Elite Horseman has some issues with the width of his arms, the width of his shoulders. You got to really kind of squish him into the basilisk. But I mean, he will fit in there if you work at it.
Yeah. Great set though, wouldn't you say overall for the most part?
Overall, yeah.
A set that, other than these two figures, you will be receiving.
Even Nightbox isn't that bad, but yeah.
But you will be receiving.
You'll be seeing these guys at Toys R Us soon.
Yeah.
As we're recording this, they're showing up at online.
Yeah, very soon. Here you go, guys. There's a look at the Desert. I always forget the names of these box sets.
Desert Duel.
The Desert Duel
yeah,
set.
it's complicated.
Sometimes it is. My poor unemployed brain is just doesn't work as it used to. Now who's really? But gang, special thanks to Dave Draper here for providing the Desert Duel set for us to take a look at for you guys today. We'll be back real soon with an all-new review, so make sure you subscribe to us. YouTube.com/ToyWorldOrder. Hit the subscribe button. Mash the like button, as the puppet likes to say. Mash it, mash it, mash it. Enjoy everything we have there to offer, which is video reviews and so much more. And gang, we'll be back real soon. So until next time,
keep playing with your toys.
You have to find your vessels now.
I know, but that was a cool shot.
It was a pretty cool shot.